I'm gonna record this conversation because I want to. It's just a record. All right.
By you not, by you showing or not being in your mode, you're going against all the things you say you believe in.
No, I'm just hiding it for a while. To bring it out when I want.
That's lying who you are.
Well, maybe I'm a compulsive liar. I grew up like that. You know?
No, you didn't grow up that way because you didn't know who you were.
Well,
you were still seeking when you were growing up.
She's telling me I had no idea of what I liked back then.
No, because what you thought about back then is not who you are today.
Okay.
You change every day. You're a different person. You're not going to be the same person tomorrow as you are today.
Yeah.
Only problem you have, and one of the problems that people have, is when God touches them and gives them a chance to live again, they fight change. They go back. I'll give you an example. You get up. Shit, that was really messed up. What happened? Or she did this, or he did that. Mm-hmm. So now your whole energy is there.
Yeah.
So right then, the creator, you just told him, hey man, I got this.
Yeah.
And as you know, whenever you tell them, I got this, what happens?
Yeah. She hits the fan. I don't know. I think, I don't, it's just more of I don't know why I haven't thought too deeply on like why I don't want to show who I am in front of, who I am, I don't know, just showing like some kind of sexual thing around parents is kind of weird to me, Like, oh, I'm gonna.
No, that's just respect.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Like when I'm with a girl and I'm at her parents' house, I'm not all like talking to her like, oh, baby, this, that, and this. I'm just like not showing my game at a parent's house.
No, you're taught to be respectful.
Yeah,
you respect other people's home.
Yeah,
that's how you were raised.
I mean, I'll be playful, I'll be loving,
but that's how you were raised.
But the I guess I don't know. It's a whole other level of playfulness,
So let me ask you this question: if you met a girl and she said, "James, come move in with me, and I'll take care of you," what would you do?
I would first converse with you about that.
No, you don't have to converse with me. This is on you. This is you. Don't converse with me. What would you do?
Well, if I had my own place at the time, right? When she asked this.
No.
Even when I'm with you? But the first thing I would do is talk to you. Tomorrow, okay. So tomorrow, what would I do? The first thing I would do is I would tell her, man, I gotta think about that. I tell her, yeah, I definitely want to do that, but I gotta think about it first. And I won't tell her what I'm going to do though. But definitely when I get back home, I want to talk to you about it. That's how I'm programmed.
Okay, but why would you think about it? What are you thinking about? What are you?
Because I don't want to do something that you would think. Because I want you to be proud, man.
Well, no. Okay, take me out of the picture. It's just you.
Okay, it's just me then. All right. Yeah, I do. But I would if I'm smart, I would think about this beforehand. So basically, now that you told me this, I would think about this more. Even though I've already thought about it before, but you change as you grow. So I would think like, should I go and spend time living with a woman and then
who's taking care of
me? Yeah. But it also might depending on the woman, might take away my ability to advance economically or physically, working out or whatever, or even if I have an interest in gaming or whatever it is that I want to do, will that take away that? And then what can I replace easier? Can I replace the gaming easier, or can I replace the working out, or can I replace her easier? So like I would debate with myself and think and figure out what it is that I want to do in the situation,
So if I was in that situation, you come to me and ask me that, I would tell you, first of all, you're thinking of her as a commodity. She's not a commodity. One.
Yeah.
Second thing, I would tell you, you never want to be in a position to where somebody controls your destiny. And what I mean by that is if she wakes up one morning and says, hey, man, I'm tired of taking care of you, you got to go.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I would think about that too. Like, I can't rely on her, so that's why I would be. It's not so much I'm thinking about her as a commodity, but I would be thinking like I need to work on this myself. I can't just be feeding off of this girl.
You said though, but then, going by what you said, if I replace her, I mean, all the things I may have to replace her.
But that's just me thinking like survival wise, because like let me finish, because like basically like. What I would do probably is try to figure out a way for her to supply stuff for me without me living with her, and then, but then that would be me using you more and using you and her, you know what I'm saying? Or using my current situation, me working somewhere and having my own place, and then her too. But like, that's just me trying to be smart about it, because I'll tell her that too. I'll tell her exactly what I want to do, and it would be she would understand because I would be saying like, well, I don't want to jump into it too early, and and then things fall apart, or we might not work out together in the same place. But yeah, I definitely need the help. I would love to help. But
I think I like the fact the way you put it that you would love to help.
Yeah,
the help is one thing, but whatever you do, you always bring something to the table. You don't sit there and let anyone take care of you.
Yeah, I'll give her my time, but not as much time as she wants me staying there all the time.
No, see the thing is though, you got to understand this. And then the Bible says you need to be a pair.
Who ain't married?
It's always easier and better to build with someone else.
Yeah. Well, that's if it'll take time for me to talk to her and figure out if we're compatible. Because if there's things that did you hear what Uncle Jay said about Auntie Jamie Lynn?
No.
He said that she was the kind of girl, she was the only girl he was ever able to be around that he had no complaints about. If I have complaints about a girl and I know that that's going to bug me later on if I'm with her all the time in her house, that's going to bug me. And I know that's not going to be something I want to do.
One thing that Uncle Jamie probably didn't tell you was Uncle Jamie didn't send his representative.
Okay, whoa. I think I know what you're talking about, but what are you talking about?
See, as men, we lie. We do whatever we can do to get the draws.
Okay, yeah.
So what we do is send that representative.
Yeah.
We call it game.
Yeah. So that's what you can't let it think for you, because then you will lead yourself right into, I'll live with you. Oh yeah, I'll not do anything ever. And
what do you mean? It always thinks for you.
No, it does not.
Yes,
there's a chakra system for that reason, because you can't always be on that chakra all the damn time. You got to be working on the heart. Okay. Working on the solar plexus. How
many single parent mothers are out there?
Yeah, I know. But that doesn't mean that everybody has to run the same stupid way those dudes did.
No, you don't. No, wait a minute. Every man.
Not every man.
Wait a minute, listen to me.
There's nerds out there.
Listen to me. Every man from the age of 18 to 30.
Yeah.
28, no, I get 25, 22, I give you 25, 27. Run the same fucking game.
Okay.
Whether you're wait a minute, whether you're straight, bisexual, homosexual, it's the same game that you run. You send your representative out to everybody.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you kind of grow by 30. You're like by
so
30.
At 30, at 30, I'll tell you what, at 30, you're starting to accept who you are.
You're right.
You're starting to accept who you are.
Yeah.
But at 30, you're still not ready for the world to see you as you really are.
I think, you're right. Because the whole thing about you seeing me with a girl, or like me even posting videos of like my life, and then when you become more confident in yourself, which means you've accomplished some things, or you have accomplished some goals that you've set for yourself. Excuse me. When you start doing that, then the true you will start coming out. All right. Whereas the true you should be out already.
when they say you find that one, when you find that one mate, like Uncle Jamie,
Mm-hmm.
at some point Uncle Jamie said, "Look, this is who I am."
Okay. You don't think he found that out before his age? Before the time he got married?
Who, Uncle Jamie?
Yeah. Took him that long?
How long did he? When did Uncle Jamie get married?
Dude.
Wait a minute. When did
he
Uncle
got
Jamie
married pretty late?
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, but there's a difference. So Uncle D, he went through. Him and Johnny went up, down. But they grew together. He did his crazy shit. She did whatever crazy shit she did in her life. But they always. The bottom line was, okay, I got you. You got me.
Yeah, there's ways.
So as we travel this way, we find our way back here.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing because that's why they are who they are.
Yeah, that's all soul contracts and stuff. Yeah.
That's all who they are.
Yeah,
and that's really a true love affair. All right, because nobody's perfect.
So you think I'm not? Let's not talk about names anymore. But like, you think it's boring to be with somebody who you know is like really?
It's only boring because you're hiding something.
Okay.
Or they're hiding something.
So like basically, you ever had that feeling where like you feel too happy and you feel kind of scared that you're too happy and you're gonna ruin the moment? That's
no different than going back to what we first started about. I think I told you one time, if we get too happy, we start looking for something bad to happen.
Yeah, man, I do that all the time. Whenever especially I'm really happy, you know?
That's not. Right then, you've taken a positive energy and turned it into a negative.
Yeah, I realized that.
So then, that's called self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we do. When I always tell you guys, don't be afraid to be successful. Don't be afraid. If you can, just like I always tell Jason. I said, James throw a fastball, you'll tear him up.
Yeah.
But I put another 12-year-old up there that throw a fastball, you can't hit it. Don't be afraid to be who you are.
Yeah.
It's no different than you pitching. You on the mound pitching because your way of thinking, this is a good thing about when you're pitching, because now you have to figure it out.
Yeah.
You got to figure out, how can I get this guy?
Yeah.
And if your pitching coaches back in the day would have been astute to who you were and look at how you were, they'll tell you, hey, James, if I'd have came out to the mound and talked to you, hey, man, what you going to do? Have you figured him out yet?
Yeah.
Now I'm giving you a task. I'm giving you a puzzle.
Yeah.
And you are a puzzle fixer. That's your thing.
Yeah, that's a positive.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
So now, okay. Now let's go. Now you're ready.
Yeah.
Once you figure them out, it's no different than that championship game when you pitched. It was a puzzle. Everybody had low expectations of you. You almost not know who I am.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who you were.
Yeah.
Only us.
Yeah.
And that was just right up your alley.
I mean, nobody knows.
That was right up your alley. And then when you moved up and you played Gorman that time, they knew who you were, but they still couldn't touch you.
See, that makes me think that I got to really start hiding myself more so I can be myself. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. No, you did the opposite.
I gotta really...
You did the opposite.
Yeah.
The reason I used to push you at sports and everything, because when you was on the bubble, that was you.
Yeah. Yeah, I love doing that.
When you come off...
See, I like the competition, but once I conquered it, like you said, it's just...
There you go again. But that's your trait. That's what you're doing. Yeah. But you don't... It's like relationships and partnerships. You have to keep reinventing them.
Yeah, you got to find something new. That's what I was just thinking earlier.
But that's even you. You got to keep reinventing who you are.
Yeah.
If every day you look in the mirror, you got your hair pulled back, your beard is all wild, and it's just going to grow more and more.
That's a slow creation.
But no, you're changing. You're covering up who you are.
What if that is who I am? The big beard.
It is who you are at that time.
Yeah.
But remember, I told you, as you wake up each day, you're a different person. You're a different person.
The beard gotta stay the same.
No,
I'm joking.
No.
I was just thinking about that today.
No, the beard doesn't have to stay the same. No, that's not it. But when I'm talking about, I'm using the beard as a metaphor. Yeah. Your beard, you're a different person. So
me and the beard aren't the same. This beard is not me. It's just the beard.
But if you keep it, if you just keep it and you let it grow wild and crazy,
yeah.
What are you hiding?
What do you mean? What am I hiding?
What are you hiding?
I'm not hiding.
You're a beautiful person.
But that's just your opinion, though. Because, what if beauty is? Some girls might think a beard is sexy, or...
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying... remember, I'm using it as a metaphor.
Okay.
Instead of you... some people are loud and boisterous.
Yeah.
But that's not who they really are. They're hiding behind... They're doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because they get a response.
Yeah.
But... at some point, when people stop, when people start looking at you
themselves,
exactly.
Yeah.
When people stop responding, if you're okay, just think, if you are an annoying person, right?
Yeah.
And you get on people's nerves, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, people are going to stop reacting to you. You remember when you were a kid? I used to say, James, you never let them see you sweat.
Yeah.
When I see you sweat, then I know I got to you. Okay.
Yeah.
And eventually, like I said, if I keep doing this to you, eventually, as a human, you'll get used to it. And I'll start doing this. You won't respond. Now I got to figure out why am I doing this? Why do I have to do that to get his attention? And then
the silence is violence.
But then once I've gone through all this, I've got you to the point where you are pissed at me, that you don't really like me, because all I do is this to you every day.
But you're changing. That's another
thing.
No. You are changing.
I'm forced to change because now I'm not getting a response out of you.
Yeah. No, I gotta turn around and look at you changing and be like, okay, well, he's changed.
No. Now, see, you've already built an opinion of me.
I know.
As an asshole.
Yeah. But
now
I would have to look, knowing this, I would have to, anybody who knows this has to look back.
Yeah, well, you're going to look, that's just human nature.
Yeah.
And when you look at me, you're going to say, okay, you're the one that's been pushing my fucking chair.
Yeah. But look back and look deeper. Look like maybe there might be change.
Not everybody, nobody ever does look.
Nobody knows to find something new.
No, you're not going to find you're not going to find anything new until I show you something new.
Yeah.
Until I come to you and say, James, hey man, I'm sorry for pushing your chair, dude. I just wanted to be your friend.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hang around. Whenever I would see you.
Yeah.
Girls like you, and I wanted to like the girls, and they wouldn't mess with me, but they mess with you. But so when I mess with you. The girls is like, hey, well, he just messed with me. So now I got attention.
Yeah, it works.
Okay?
Yeah.
But when you stop responding, and as you grow, you may not be interested in that area anymore, those girls. You've grown.
Yeah.
I'm pushing the chair. You're not sitting in the chair anymore.
Yeah.
So now I have to face me. I have to go to a mirror and say, okay, bro, he's not there to be pushed anymore. There's nobody there. What you gonna do? My biggest thing was when I was in this house by myself at the beginning, first time. Jason moved out. I was in here, man. I went through depression.
Yeah.
I went through being alone. I went through just, anger. And there was nobody here but me. But the first time in 40 years, 50 years, that I had to look in the mirror and say, hey, man, you're going to either sink or swim, bro. You're going to live or die. What are you going to choose? It's up to you. You're going to live or die. you know, and I chose to live. But as we go full circle, back to what our original point was, how do I start living?
Yeah.
How do I start?
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, and you look at that, going back to what I was saying, would you be able to sit there and call yourself a narcissist?
No.
Not even a little bit?
Not even a little bit.
No?
No. Because I can't say I'm this or that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how to live.
Yeah.
I lived for everybody else. Okay. I put the mask on everybody else before I put it on myself.
Yeah.
You're on the plane, the oxygen mask drop. It tells you put your mask on you first, then you help others.
Yeah.
As the mask dropped, I put it on everybody else.
Yeah.
Then I tried to help me.
Yeah.
So, should you be a narcissist? Is narcissism the best way to be? Actually, it is.
that would be from a narcissist, yeah.
You have to be somewhat of a narcissist.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's like a little bit like a certain kind of narcissism.
You have to be.
Yeah.
Because if you keep putting the mask on them
it's
first,
like narcissism. Yeah.
If you keep putting the mask on other people first,
yeah.
Then what about you?
Yeah, that's just like the hiding from yourself thing,
And you're exactly. So I had to face myself. I had to put the mask on me first. I could go all the negatives. Black man, have my own cars, I got a place, make a good, decent living, got money in the bank. Mm-hmm. I have all the things that people say will make you happy.
Yeah.
Yet still, I found no happiness.
Yeah, I'm sorry for trying to tell you well, you got all this. I should have just said you're alive. I did say that once, but you were just so down. You weren't hearing it.
I wasn't hearing it. I wasn't hearing it because I was caught up in that energy of what's going to go wrong next.
Okay.
But as I went through that, and I realized, and I accept everybody for who they are. I realize how they look at me, other people, and it's fine. But it's up to me whether or not I'm going to let it continue. So you choose to do what you want to do. You don't let other people dictate who you are. And all these years, everybody else dictated who I was and what I was going to do and how I was going to do it.
Sad idiots. Doing what society wants you to do. You're 8 years old. You got told that you got to go take care of everybody else but yourself.
And the bad thing is that it took me till I'm 60, 60 to understand that. So I try to tell you guys this now when you're still 20, 30. Because as life goes, I look at life as a pyramid. From 18 to 25, you're reckless. From 25 to 30, you have to get things together.
Yeah.
30 to 50, you should be looking back at what you had and say, look, I've been having a great run so far.
Yeah.
Now from 50, when you get to 50, you're at the top of the pyramid. Mm-hmm. 50 to 60, you're on the way down. This is your time. You prepare for this tip of the pyramid, you're on your way down. So now you're supposed to be doing things out of choice. It's your time.
Okay.
But what happens is from 18 to 25, we go through the reckless period, and that's okay. But from 25 to 30, we become in a shell. We become scared. We become afraid to try things. We start being molded and shaped by our environment. At 30, you start coming out of it. You come out of it, and now you're trying to play catch up.
Okay. Yeah.
You're playing catch up at 30 if you haven't prepared.
Yeah.
30, you got to think you have 62 is another 32 years for you.
Yeah.
You have 32 years. You're going to be eligible for retirement.
Yeah.
And let's put it in perspective. You were just 18 a couple months ago, seemed like. And now you're 30.
Don't do this to me.
No, this is the same thing I try to tell. I tell all young people.
Yeah.
You struggle, you fight, you claw, you do all those things to get to the tip of that pyramid. When you're on this side when you here on the backside, that's when your Porsches come. That's when your vacations go. That's when you and your spouse or whatever, that's where you guys live. Your kids, everybody. At 50, your kids become, you stop being daddy. Well, you really stop being daddy when the kids get 25, 27. 25 to 30, you're still daddy a little bit because you still got to help. But then you got to stop, because at some point, if you don't stop, it's going to affect your back. It's going to affect you on your way down, on the other side of the pyramid. What are they saying? People that ask don't know how to stop. They will never stop. The giver has to learn when the giving is enough, and he has to give other things. Yeah, it's not always about money. And if that person that's going up that hill is not understanding that, when they get to the top of the pyramid,
they're going to spend the rest of their lives doing that. And
they're going to be catching up. They're catching up.
Yeah.
It's
going to be constant. Yeah.
You come to the backside of the pyramid, all the people that you know, all the people that you used to depend on are gone. If not gone, they're on fixed incomes. They're on this because they're older. They can't go out and generate that income for you. That's why I always, I said, okay, hey man, you guys do what you have to do what you want to do. So all these things going up this pyramid, going up that side is doing what you have to do. Mm-hmm. When you get to that point, now it's doing what you want to do. Yeah. Because you funded everything and you prepared for that backside. Healthcare. Your slush fund, vacation, toys, all that is on that backside waiting for you. You grind, you do all the struggling, everything until you get to the tip of that pyramid. And now it's just refined. When you're on the backside, it can be a beautiful thing. But we as people, a lot of times, especially men, when we get to the tip of the pyramid, we get to a point where we start thinking, I lost it. When you get to 50, bro, I'm telling you, 50,
yeah,
from say from 20 to 50, I've never had anything wrong with me.
Yeah.
Never. I can lift weight. You know how heavy I used to go.
Yeah.
I could lift. I could do everything. When I got to 50, it was I fell asleep. I woke up 50. The next day, I fell asleep. I twist my ankle. I twist my ankle in my sleep. How the hell are you going to hurt your ankle in your sleep? Then from 50, say 55, no, say 50 3 to 60, every 2 to 3 years, I was in the hospital for something.
All right, so I got to prepare for that. That's what I've been trying to do. And I'm catching up. My 25 to 30 was a little hectic. So, like you said,
it's just what it is. What it is. It's not impossible.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of you understanding what you need to do.
I got plenty of time, so I actually don't have plenty.
I was going to say, no, you don't. No, you don't. Time is relative. Time is relative. Just like, what's the guy's name? What's his name? The guru guy? The same guru? Yeah. There's no future. There's no past. There's only now. We're living in our last days. We are every day. But that's not to be afraid, for you to be afraid of it.
Yeah.
It's just how things are. Because if we weren't living in our last days, right? You would have a document somewhere telling you, hey, James, this is the day you're going to check out. Because then you know, right?
Yeah.
We don't know. So you go to sleep tonight, you may not wake up. And like I said, at 50, I've had sleep apnea issues. I got all these things happening to me. Prostate, all these things. God wakes me up every morning still.
Yeah.
So I wake up now, I'm alive.
Sure.
And you got to think about this something too, right? As you're going up the hill, right? All those near-death experiences that you had.
Yeah.
Car accidents, being shot at, jumped on, yeah, whatever. God woke you up and said, hey, man, come on, let's go. Because God wants you to be the best you can be. So He's giving you another chance. But believe me, God's patience gets thin too.
Yeah. I just listened to something about that earlier.
And if you keep throwing back His blessings in His face, sometimes He's going to do what He's got to do.
Now, when you said you get that 1% to work, what would you say that people should know that they should be doing for like everything else? Like what should you be focusing on as your core every day? You know what I mean? Of course you're gonna have your separate moments of different kind of cores and things, but like, other than work, maybe what would you say? What time is the most euphoric time in your life that you ever can remember that you had the most fun, that just come off the top of your head that you can think of? The first thing that came up was being around a bunch of people and listening to good music and just like having a good time.
How did that make you feel inside?
Fucking amazing. Amazing?
Yeah. Think about this. That's how you should feel every morning you open your eyes. You should have that feeling because you are here another day.
There's nothing to do other than be alive.
No, that one thing, if you just think about this, if you had that feeling every morning, when you wake up, you feel like that every morning, what can't you accomplish during the day?
Okay. Well, what should I try to accomplish? What should it be? That's my question. It's like,
so first thing you should do is you work on your health.
Okay. So you work on days to do that. Yeah.
Work on your health.
To work on my health every day.
Remember I told you yesterday you had these two voices talking in your head.
Yeah.
This one voice said, get up. Let's go. Let's go work out.
Yeah.
Then you got a voice go, no, man, we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sometimes God speaks to you. God speaks to you. But God also gives you the ability to choose. So when God tells you, hey, James, don't do that. Let's try this. Why don't you do it one time? Try it.
Yeah.
And what I call that is what you just did by you trying it is you gave the keys to God and you went and slid your ass over in the passenger seat and let God do the driving. He's never steered you wrong. He's taken you through, and just like in just your life, he's taken you through so many things. He showed you so many things.
Yeah.
He showed you he showed you the kindness of people. He's shown you the worst of worst people. You've seen people the most generous. You've seen people at their ugliest. You've seen racists. You've seen narcissist people that's that narcissistic. You've seen those. How did I say that word? I messed that word up. Narcissist. You've seen the worst narcissist that's out there. You've also seen the most meek and kind people. Mm-hmm. But you got to understand, people look at people that's meek as a weakness. Meek does not mean weakness.
No, yeah. Yeah, meek just means you don't care what people think about what you do. Yeah.
Well, actually, what meek means is that you have a weapon and you will use it if pushed. I let you get away with what you get away with because I let you. It's not because I'm afraid of you, and it's not because you can just run over me. I let you do that. That's meekness.
Yeah. 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 Just being able. Yeah.
But what you need to do is you find that euphoric feeling. Go back to your question. You go back to find that euphoric feeling. And if you felt that way every day, when you wake up in the morning, the fact that you're thankful that you're alive and that you can go out and make today, or you can make tomorrow better than today. You can go out, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with saying hello.
Why is that not like such a realization, man? Why is it not such a realization for people? I mean, people hear this all the time.
Because people hide behind.
It's not all these things working in the back of their head,
Well, people are, this is when I tell you people are taught through fear.
Yeah. That should be the biggest thing. Like, you should wake up every morning. Maybe because we do so much mundane stuff every day. So, like, we aren't really all excited about doing something better because today is filled with, I got to go to work and do, I don't feel like doing that better every day. What's it going to make me more money? Okay, wow.
So you don't have to go to work. You get to go to work.
Great. Now, see, I got to be super meek. Super meek.
No, you get to go to work. It's a blessing that you have.
Yeah.
I got to go to work. No, you get to go to work. You choose. You got.
Yeah.
It's a blessing to be able to go to work.
That's tough.
But now that you go to work, at work, make the best thing of it that day.
Yeah. That's what I try to do today, at work.
Do it every day.
It's getting better.
No, you do it every day. You have the energy. Your energy, positive energy draws positive energy. You're going to always have that guy that's going to be negative or that woman that's going to be negative, but that's the person that's hiding who they are because they're afraid of judgment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're afraid of judging themselves.
That's the most important part. They're afraid of judging themselves.
Yeah.
I told you all the things that I passed on because I was under the impression, oh, no, that's for white guys, or this is for white people do this, or they do this.
It's always about race.
No, well, because you got to think about how I was brought up.
Yeah, I get that.
I was brought up with limitations.
So you were taught the way you
I was taught that I can only be at a certain level and no higher. And if you look at my siblings, other than Donna, they're all the same. They were taught the same way, and they do the same things. Crystal, Kiana, they depend on the system. Everybody has a hustle. Everybody's trying to do something, get over on everybody else. Instead of using their creativity, being the person that they can be, being the best person that they can be. Mm-hmm. They rather you be the best person you can be and say, I know you. And then wait for you to blow up and then bam. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Yeah.
Okay.
People do that, yeah.
So, but if you can, like I said, you can wake up with that euphoria, that feeling, and be thankful that you're here, and thanking God today, man, thank you. Really, thank you. We get caught up in that book, in that Bible. We get caught up in spirituality so deep to where we lose track on what God wants you to do. God wants you to be happy. Being on this earth is a blessing. Being 6 feet above is a blessing.
Yeah.
Why do we throw that cloud over it every day? We throw that cloud, oh man, I gotta get up and go to work. Yeah. Now we already threw the negative energy out there.
That's some similar that this guy named Jordan Thornton said. He said that there's 3 levels to spirituality or to awakening. There's the first level, like you don't believe at all because of science and stuff, or the second level is complete identification and acceptance. And then the third level is getting to where you're saying about stepping away from spirituality and doing what God says to do. And that's acceptance, but also doubt. Because you're doubting what it is so you can learn it more and do more. So you're doubting all the things you've been doing, reading the book every day. And then now you're like, well, maybe I should do more than this. Maybe I should go do something with homeless people or go and get, just donate to charity or go spend my time working for this nonprofit or, doing things like that, or just helping my family members that I haven't talked to in a while, or whatever, or go back on all the different things that I know that I messed up on and fix it, talk to all the people that I know I took from, but,
You can never fix it.
Yeah. You can't fix the past, but you can try to change the present.
You change who you are.
Yeah.
And you let who you are. When I see change, when people see change, then that dictates, okay, this is a different guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And all of that goes into when you have a conversation with those people. Hey, man, you know what? I am sorry. This is what I did back then. But that's not me. That was that guy. And I can't go back and change that. And some people are going to go, hey, man, I'm proud of you. And you are proud of who you become. And you've changed. Then there's going to be some people that's going to say, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I don't trust you. Well, so what? Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like you. It's just how it's going to be. But you can't worry about that. Who likes you or who doesn't like you. It's all about, do you like you? And when you found peace and happiness in self, then and only then will you be able to change the outlook of other people towards you. Because until you realize and accept who you are and become happy with who you are, at that point, other people will start having you. Did I need a water in the bathroom?
Well, I'm in this right now. So good talking, Dan. We'll keep talking.